Hello, 1301 students. Well, we have run into another problem where some of the videos are not available. So I'm going to do my best to check all of the videos that we still have to watch so that this won't happen to us again on such short notice. Because the videos are not available, I am going to extend the deadline for the research quiz. And so the research quiz is not due now until the 24th. And although the earlier you take it, the better. So if you're one of those early birds, like the student who informed me, I really appreciate him, who was watching the videos and he realized that they were not working. If you're an early bird like him, then it's better for you to go ahead and watch this video and take the quiz as soon as possible because it will help you. Now, I suggest you have this video pausing, starting, and stopping, and pausing it so that you can get through that quiz. That's what I would do. I would play this video as I'm taking the quiz. Okay. The first thing I want us to look at is the fact that you have to find sources. In order to get a good grade, an A like you want, you have to find 3 good sources for your annotated bibliography. The word annotated just means side notes, notes about something. So that's why we're calling it an annotated bibliography. Every time you did a works cited page, you created a bibliography. It was a short bibliography because up till now, you've only had one citation in it. When you did class in the classroom, you had one citation. And I know you copied it. I know everybody copied and pasted it. And then when you did your advertisement, you had one citation. You just cited the advertisement. So, but it was a bibliography. But most bibliographies have more than one citation. And the one you're going to do for your last essay, essay number 4, is going to have 4 citations. So it's really like a bibliography because it's going to have 4 citations. To get you ready for that, so that you're not inundated and buried in work, we want you to do an annotated bibliography because it's going to handle most of the work for you. And when it's time to write essay number 4, you really can write more. You just won't have as much work to do. You'll have something out of the way. So really, this annotated bibliography is a part of essay number 4. So you have to find sources. So the first video that's missing is about how to find these sources. So we're going to go through that. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is come up with a topic. You can't go looking for sources and research information if you don't have a topic. So first you have to have what you're going to write about. You have to have a topic, and then you need to go and find articles to support. Now, you can also find books to support your information, but the very best place to look for the type of work you have to do for essay number 4 and for your annotated bibliography, which is essay number 3, the best place to look is a library database. It's just the easiest, it's the quickest. Do not use Wikipedia. Do not use Google. Do not search online, because if you use Google or Wikipedia, you're very likely going to come up with a resource that is not reliable. You're doing an academic paper, so you need to use the library database. And you're going to read you're going to have to look through a lot of articles to find the ones that you will use. So don't think that since you only need 4 resources, that all you have to do is read 4 articles. No, you're going to have to go through several articles. So let's just take a look at what you're going to be doing. Okay, first of all, let's look in our class here, and I'm in folder 4.2. Find, evaluate, and cite sources, where the videos are missing. Okay, they're missing from here. All right, and so right under there, you see El Centro English Library Guide. Click on this link and it takes you into the library. But before you get in the library, it gives you important information that will help you. But this is where you go to get the resources that you need, okay, to get to a database. Now, there's another place to access this. You can go right over here to FAQs, frequently asked questions. And when you click on frequently asked questions, you'll see that one of them says, where do I go to research for my researched argument assignment? And that's essay number 4. Essay number 4 is your researched argument assignment. So you can click on this and it will take you into the library. And there we are. But let's go back, because I want to go, and I don't know why, but I just want to go into Unit 4. So go into Unit 4 and go to folder 4.2, and that's another way. So you can find the library in the FAQs, and you can find it here in folder 4.2, where it says El Centro English Library Guide. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this, and here is information. This is for your specific class, Sprint to Finish, and this is important information to help you get an A. So you need to read this information. One of the things it does, it explains what a library database is and how you use it, how to create an MLA style citation. We'll talk about that in the next video. How to utilize an MLA template. Okay, so how to decipher the information. So I'm going to go through most of it with you to be helpful. So hopefully this will be helpful. Okay, let's look over here. Recommended databases. And you can see these are some that are recommended. This one, Academic Search Complete, is the biggest database. It is the very biggest one, Academic Search Complete. Now, there are 2 others that are helpful if you're looking for a specific topic. So let's go into the library, and you can see here, we're in our class, but let's go straight to the library. So I'm going to click that link, and you're now we're almost in there. We're in now the El Centro Library. And so here we have research help, useful links, and this one is very important for you. We'll look at that later, the MLA citation guide. But let's go over here and we're going to find, because right now we're trying to find sources to go with our topic. And as I said, first we have to come up with a topic. So let's pretend I'm going to write my research paper on, my research paper, my essay number 4. My topic is going to be, does texting, has it helped students write better, or has it hurt writing? Are college students better writers today because of texting, or are they worse writers today because they text so much? So let's just take that and that is a topic you can use. It has to be on technology and or human behavior. So you can write just on technology. You can write just on that, but you can write on both, because I think it's more interesting if you add human behavior. And if you do human behavior, you have to bring in the technology. Okay, So I just say right on human behavior and technology. Something about human behavior that's affecting technology, like at what age do you give a child, is it best to give a child a cell phone? Or how much Instagram and Facebook is too much? And just things like that. Human behavior and technology. Or, um, does it help students to um, work online? Do they do better? Elementary student, college students. Depends on what you want your focus to be. Okay, so let's go over here with find and let's look at what a database is. Articles. This is what you want to use. You want to use articles. You want to use articles. They are best for your essay. Now, the best place to look for articles for your essay would be the eLibrary Curriculum or Academic Search Complete. So let's go into the databases and see what we can find. And by the way, you can do this right along with me. It could probably be helpful to do it along with me. Okay, and so when you get in here, you want to go to databases. And these are all database types, but we don't need this. But these are databases. These alphabetical, once you click on a letter, it's going to give you a database. Okay, here's Academic Search Complete, the biggest database, and it is also recommended for what you have to do. Let's say you might be a very scholarly student, and I've got a couple in this class that are, I can tell who you are, you're super smart. And maybe you're one of those super smart people and you want to play with different databases and see what you can find. That's fine. But if you are trying to get through this thing, which I think most of you are, I suggest you don't fool around with checking out other databases because you really don't have time for that. Just go into Academic Search Complete, which is the biggest, or eLibrary Curriculum. Since eLibrary Curriculum doesn't begin with the letter A, let's go to E and we'll find it. And there it is, eLibrary Curriculum. So we click on that, we can do a search for articles. But we're going to use Academic Search Complete. Now, which database is best for finding a specific topic? Some databases are better for finding specific topics, and one is called Explorer. Let's scroll down. This one is best for finding specific topics. Now, I would suggest if you're having trouble and you can't find what you want in the biggest database, which is Academic Search Complete, or you can't find it in eLibrary Curriculum, maybe you can come over here to Explorer and click on it. Another one that is good for specific information is SIRS Researcher. I don't know if that's an acronym. Yeah, it is. SIRS Researcher. So that one is helpful for if you're looking for something on a specific topic. But let's go back to A, and we're going to go to Academic Search Complete, and we're going to work with that one just a little bit. They all work the same way. So I'm clicking on it, and you have to log in. I sure hope I don't have to log in. Hopefully I won't. Okay, I didn't have to log in because I'm already logged in. So if you're not logged in to your course, you will have to log in. Okay, and so here, I remember I told you my topic, I wanted to be on texting and writing skills. Okay, so there it came up for me, texting and writing skills, and I'm gonna search. That's my topic. Okay, now you can search in a better way than I'm searching because my search is just going to pick up the word texting and writing all different places. It's not going to necessarily put them together, but it might serve, it might work for you. Okay, this one, something in Nigerian, semi-literates, no. Found in translation. This, underneath the article, you have a short blurb that's going to tell you what the article is about. This is the author or the authors, and it tells me the article discusses the author's view on the trend of cellular telephone texting messages. She cites the texting contest in which a 15-year-old girl won $50,000. I didn't know anything about that. That took place in August 2009, so it's been a while. Now, because this article is from August 2009, I will not click on it because we want to make sure, and this is another important point I want you to remember, that your articles that you use should be no more than 5 to 6 years old. So don't go all the way back 10 years. So stay about 5 to 6 years. Okay, don't go any later than that. All right, so I'm going to skip that because of that date. So let's see, spoken language and the fear of the blank page. This is 2018. The spoken language occurs naturally in children earlier than they learn how to use written language. Okay, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in texting and students, upper high school and college students, how it affects their writing skills. Teaching writing skills to students with intellectual disabilities, no. Error identification improvement in English, no. Student progress in a social work writing course. Okay, this is just giving me all these words, writing and skills, because of the way I searched it. Partnering with parents in the writing classroom. I don't really want that. So one of the things I can do that can help me, I believe, is to click okay, well, these are limits and these are expanders, but I won't go into that for time's sake. Okay, so that's not helping. Just writing is popping up. You can search in a way so that texting and writing come together. Okay, perceptions of students on the importance of writing. Oh, no. Teachers through writing. No. Naked text. Email writing skills for teenagers. An email evangelist outlines the value of email for teens addicted to texting. Well, that might be interesting because teenagers are in high school and some of them are in college. Okay, the date is 2016. That's only 3 years ago. So I'm going to click on it. So when you find something that you want, and just like I had to search, you may search much, much longer, and don't stop at just 4. You have to, if you want a good paper, you have to go and make sure you've got a few more that you really like. Now, you don't have to read all these articles. I'm not going to read this whole article. And don't read them. What you're going to do is click on them and read the abstract. When you read the abstract, it's going to give you an idea of whether or not you should bother reading this. So you've looked at the subject is right, then you look at the abstract, and then you decide if you should bother reading it. Okay, here's the abstract. And that's all it says. It's very short. So I can click on this. It's going to give me the full text, HTML. I don't really know what that's going to look like. So I'm going to click on it because you are required to turn in your article. So here's the whole article. Oh, it's very short. This is very short, but this is actually a book review. So this will not work. Do not use a book review. Let me go back and see. Yes, document type, book review. I shouldn't have even bothered to click on this because you cannot use book reviews. You are not to use book reviews. Don't use websites. Now you can use academic journals, which is what these are, newspapers, and magazines. That's it. Okay, let me go back. No book reviews because it's not providing me enough information. It's just telling me about this book. Okay, so I'm back searching. Okay, and you can see how many results I have. 2,587. Okay, so let's go on down and, oh no, sorry about that. Went back to the top. Oh, here's something. Student writing, strategies to reverse ongoing decline. Now, if student writing is declining, texting is increasing because there was no texting 15 years ago. I may be wrong about that. Maybe there was no texting for sure 20 years ago. And writing skills are declining. So I can make a correlation. This might help me. Is this a book review? It's an article from 2013. So that's 6 years. I'm right on the border. I can check this out. So I'm going to check it out, click on it, and then read the abstract. Let me make sure the source, this is an article. That's what you want. Okay, the abstract says, the article discusses the strategies to reverse the declining writing ability of students in secondary and higher education. That's college. It cites several evidences to prove the downward trend in student writing skills from research and proficiency writing tests. It identifies the causes of poor writing abilities among college students and recommends strategies for educators to improve student writing skills. Well, this is right up my alley. So because it is, I'm going to click on PDF, full text, and then when I do, I'm going to get the article and I'm going to print it. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to click on print to print it, or save it on your computer. I'm not telling you have to print it. I'll back up on that. Save it on your computer, whatever is easiest, because you have to turn it in. It has to come in with your annotated bibliography. So this is one of the sources I'm going to use. All right, so that gave you an idea of how to find an article. Make sure that you don't just read articles that support your position. Read articles that may not support your position, because you can use them in your counter argument, which we will talk about later. Because not in essay number 3, but in essay number 4, you will have to write a counter argument. So remember to read the abstract, look at the topic. As you research, your topic may change and you may narrow your focus or change it entirely. And that's okay. However, you are taking a risk because you're going to turn in your topic to me and I'm going to approve it. And if you change it to something, it may not be approved. And you might find yourself with a failing grade. That's a good way to get a failing grade if you're way off from what the directions require. Okay? Make sure that you don't stop at just 4 sources. Only read articles if you need to. You don't have to read the whole article. Try to use several different search terms. You saw me only use writing and texting, or whatever I wrote, texting and writing, but use a few others. It's worth your time to refine your search. And by clicking on, and I'm going back here, you can click on basic search, advanced search, and it will help you to search better. Okay, so don't think that your searching will end when you write essay number 4, because it might be all the way until you submit your final draft that you will continue to research. It's okay. You might put something in your essay number 3, your annotated bibliography, that's no good, and you want to dump it and use something else that you found. You can absolutely do that. So continue to research, never stop. All right, I'm going to stop this video though. I'm sorry it was this long. I'm sorry, I'm very wordy. And I'm going to try to shorten the second one.